All right, guys. How's it going? It's Dom. Sorry, we had to go back to the wrestling kitchen, the kayfabe kitchen. We had some technical difficulties. Anthony had to leave, sort some stuff out. So I have come back on to the stream. Hopefully this comes across, and hopefully we do have some people joining us. We've just in time for the main event. Obviously, we've missed Matt Riddle losing to Baron Corbin. So we missed that. What did everybody think of the match? Obviously, puts a bit of momentum to gives a bit of momentum to Baron Corbin. It's kind of weird, sort of killed Matt Riddle's momentum. But yeah, so we've seen Alexa Bliss in the ring. So I was watching Alexa Bliss's promo. So Jake is in. Hello. Thank you for rejoining. Is Anth not going to be on? No. So he's had to leave very suddenly to take care of some family business. So yeah, it's got nothing to do with his bathroom break. So I have come back on the webcam because I do not have OBS on my Mac, because as much as you spend on MacBooks, they are not compatible with OBS, the streaming software that we use. So you just have me in the kayfabe kitchen picking up part 2 and the main event of Smackdown this evening. I will also do a little review at the end as well. But yeah, so thank you guys for rejoining. We've got 4 people at the moment. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we get a few more people in as well. But yeah, it's just nice to see you guys. It's a little bit more DIY than what we do normally on the Give Me a Whole Yeah Wrestling podcast, because Anthony is not here and not available. So yeah, I'm just trying to pick up where we left on. R.I.P. Ant says Jack. Yeah, so he had to leave some urgent family business. So yeah, but we'll be back together on Sunday for the Night of Champions stream. Hopefully, is this working okay? Because I never know with my internet being it's plugged into a tree, and I never know whether it's working all right. So please let me know. Let me know if it's going good. So we're on a break now. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are all right. Jack, hope crumbs. Jack says, "Oh crumbs, hope everyone is good." Yeah, man. Fingers crossed. We're gonna see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I say, it's family business, family stuff for Anthony. So I'm sure he will be back and ready to go for Sunday. But obviously, since I'm awake and I'm alive, I was going to go to the bathroom. And then obviously Anthony's bathroom break turned into a family emergency. So yeah, I'm not going to get to the other bathroom, but it's all right. It's okay. I'm going to stay with you guys. Yeah, it'll be all right. Wrestle Story says, hope everything is good with Anthony. Yes, absolutely. Me too. I will let you, Anthony will let us know on Sunday. I'm sure everything will be fine. It's all good. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Obviously in my kitchen, DIY, the DIY version of Give Me a Whole Yeah, without the fancy intro. Just me. So sorry guys. Hey Becky, thanks for rejoining. Really appreciate it. You just get me in the kayfabe kitchen. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me, sticking with us. Had to kind of improvise on the fly. That's the YouTube way, as the Wrestle Story will. The Wrestle Story will know. Yes, I've been here so many times. It feels like it's your kitchen too. Yes, mate. Well, your kitchen is my kitchen. Your place is my place. If you ever need a place to stay, you can stay with me, and you'll be familiar. Obviously, we've kind of become a bit of a family, the Wrestle Story and Give Me a Whole Yeah now. So very grateful for your time and attention. Don, pee in the sink so we can watch while the mother of my kids wrestles. Well, now that's a kinky situation. Whatever you're into, dude, like it's all good with me. It's all good with me. I respect whatever you're into. If you want to watch that stuff, good on you, man. I am not going to pee in the sink because it'll take me. I'm only small. I probably won't be able to get up there to do it. Also, as you know, both me and you, we wobble around, so it'd take me a while. So I would need somebody else here to entertain. And when I say a while, I don't mean like half an hour, but a good 5 minutes, to get up and down the stairs. So unfortunately, I don't have any backup right now. Phoenix Breeze, Becky's mom. I knew you said Stacey's mom. Becky's mom. How you doing? Nice to see you. All right, Lacey Evans versus Alexa Bliss for the main event of Smackdown Part 2 on the Give Me a Whole Yeah Wrestling podcast. My name is Dom. Thank you very much for joining us before. Thank you very much for joining me again. All the best to Anthony. We will see him again on Sunday, I am sure. Yes. To be fair, more can you have for me when it's called like now? Yeah, dude, absolutely. My joints. I don't know if it's like what it's like for you, but my joints like start clicking at this time of year. I actually had some injections a couple of years ago, which really helped me. It's a worthwhile investment for me to stop the pain. Right. So we're getting a recap where when Lacey Evans said, "You're gonna get the Fiend." Best thing in WWE at the moment for me, but then I'm a massive Fiend fanboy. Alexa Bliss doing the Fiend. There was an interview on the Metro newspaper. Shout out to my friend from university, Alistair McGeorge. If you look at the Metro's news coverage, Alistair interviewed Alexa earlier this week, and apparently Alexa Bliss has been pitched very early on into her run to work with Bray Wyatt. So this is actually something that she's wanted to do for a while. So a roll up from Bliss. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to do this all the way through, and then I'm going to do a little review. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know if you guys are okay with this format. I know it's a little different. Just typing away, sorting some stuff out for the aftermath of this broadcast, so we can do a little bit of a review. All right. Cool beans. All right, cool. So Lacey Evans is in charge right now. Goes for the rising Bronco Buster, which I love. I love the Bronco Buster when X-Pac was doing it years ago, but it can really mess with you, certain parts of your body. But when Lacey Evans does it looks really cool. That sort of springboard thing. I think Jeff Hardy used to do something really similar. Everything looks good. Thank you, dude. Cold is BAF when you have metal plates and screws in your leg. Yeah, very painful. Absolutely. I've got some metal screws in my feet. Jack also had a great deal of pain. So yeah, we used that. I have my steroid injections on Thursday. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Becky. I had some done to help with the pain. Right, cool. So Evans rakes Bliss down to the canvas, goes for the cover. Lacey Evans is overconfident, I think, in this match. Choking Alexa Bliss in the corner. Slap to the midsection by Evans. Knees from Bliss in the corner, and a block from Bliss. Arm wrench. Nice arm wrench from Bliss here. Good. Oh, wait. Oh, the Fiend laugh is coming. The Fiend laugh is coming. What is this? Bliss looks scared. This is a break. Oh, this is a weird time for a break, guys. Weird time for a break. The Fiend laugh started. Bliss looks scared. She's not obviously heard the word, the Fiend. And we've got a break. Weird time for a break. Alexa is doing an outstanding job with this character. Yes, the wrestle story, absolutely, absolutely. She is indeed. Jack says, I remember when Jericho took an upside down Bronco Buster. Ooh, when was that? Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that. But that didn't go too well. All right, everybody good? I'm trying to keep myself going. It's cold. Need the bathroom, but I'm gonna power through. I'm gonna dome up, and we're gonna keep this going. I've got my blue ball, which is actually what it's called, which sounds weird. I have an empty cup of tea, my Buffy mug. At least I got my hat on. Oh, I do have a donut. There you go. What we'll do for the last part of the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast Smackdown Part 2 in the Kayfabe Kitchen, we'll have a donut. Good. It's not worth reviewing though, Mr. G. I've lost a viewer. Because of the donut. I know. Pretty hungry. How's everybody feeling? Mr. G. Oh, sorry. The wrestle story says, is it cold over there? Sorry for talking with my mouth full. Yes, it is. It's bloody freezing, mate. Jake says, I'm all right. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for sticking with us, man. It's a chocolate donut, Mr. G. Good. That's what I need right now. SmackDown has been decent, Jake, yeah. But that was a weird break. Put my donut down and chew like a real human being. Nice. All right, guys. Zip. Becky will be back. Says Becky's mom. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for supporting the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast. I've not been to a shop in over 6 months. Oh, dude. So, okay. So we come back. No Fiend laugh. No Fiend laugh, but we get news that Alexa Bliss paused and that allowed Lacey to take control, which makes no sense to me. Is the Fiend against Alexa, or is he with her? Is my question here. What's going down? What gives? What gives, guys? Can your new gimmick be homeless Dom? Well, it could, but I have to do these videos through social distancing because obviously we're still not out of the woods in the UK. I have to do these videos in my house. So the homeless Dom thing, I would have to create some kind of weird background. Now, I can do that on Skype. We connect Skype to OBS when Anthony's here. But obviously, because I'm using a Mac, which I use for work, I can't do that because whatever, technology. So I can't actually put a background on when I'm using the webcam to stream, which is annoying. So I can't pretend I'm living in a box. I mean, I could just be living in a kitchen, a random kitchen somewhere, I suppose. Somebody's kitchen. I could pretend that for you. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and do a homeless gimmick for you. I'll go with the whispering gimmick I did in the Smackdown hotel the other week. How's everybody doing? I'm not in trouble anymore because I'm in my house and not the Smackdown hotel. We're watching Alexa Bliss and Lacey Evans. All right, back to normal voice. All right, Lacey Evans raking Alexa Bliss on the middle rope. Lacey Evans has been in control since the Fiend trigger laughter. The magic words have to be said to trigger her. Yes, thank you very much. It's controlling, back and forth, support. Okay, cool. So you think the Fiend is controlling in a manipulative way? Becky, interesting concept. Expand on that if you will. What do you mean? How do you see this playing out? Be interested in Becky's kind of affiliated with the channel now. Did a little predictions video the other day. So yeah, Becky, do tell us what your thoughts are, and everybody else as well. Where do you see this Alexa Bliss? That's a good question to end at least the event on. Is where do you see this Alexa Bliss Fiend storyline ending? All right. Alexa Bliss is taking Evans down. We got a rally. Alexa Bliss reversed on Lacey Evans. Goes for the clothesline. Shoulder block. All right. Bliss is motoring. Slaps, and a drop kick. All right, guys. 2 seconds. All right, okay. We're getting a arm wrench. I'm just going to have to check my laptop that I'm watching the stream on is about to die. We are full of issues on this podcast today. I'll be back. Hold on. In fact, I'm going to take the... Yeah. We went for the moonsault. I'm going to try and get through the end of this match at least. Okay, we got the Fiend. Okay, yeah, I would have missed this. We've got the Fiend red light. Fiend red light. Alexa Bliss is looking scared. The Fiend is taking over the arena. Oh, no, we just got the red light. That was it. Well, Bliss changed, but there was no Fiend mention. There. Right, there was no mention of the Fiend name, but the screech of the Fiend happened to trigger Alexa Bliss. So there must be more to it. Slamming Alexa's head into the mat, and for some weird reason, it's a disqualification. There was nothing wrong. I've seen that done 100 times. The stomps into the mat, but that's a DQ apparently. Right, Alexa Bliss is confused. Okay. Crazy Alexa Bliss hair. And we are going to get what I think is a Sister Abigail. Yes. Second week, Sister Abigail looks a little bit more present than before. A little bit less vacant. Those eyes and the hair is looking good. The Fiend is on the screen. Let me in. Alexa's smiling. Wow. Alexa is mimicking the Fiend. Jack, you are going to be very happy with this, I am sure. Alexa walking out, smiling, looking crazy. Crazy hair. Right. Roman Reigns is coming out now. I'm gonna do the laptop charge thing. Weird time for Reigns to come out. I think it loses the kind of impact when oh wait, Alexa's not leaving. Alexa's looking at Reigns. She's not taking his eyes off Reigns. She's not taking her eyes off Reigns. Is she channeling the Fiend here? She's not moving. Wow. She's still, yeah, Alexa's channeling the Fiend there. We've not seen the end of that. Clever. That's all right. Clever storyline. Jalen Gray is here. Hey, Hey. You have just come in time. We got a lot of new people in, so you've just come in time for the tour of the Wrestling Kitchen as I go and charge my other screen. We were live. I was live before with Anthony. He's had to leave for some family issues. So I am now here in the Kayfabe Kitchen with no bells and whistles. So welcome to my kitchen. I will be back post haste once I have charged my screen, so we can look at the Roman Reigns promo. Jack McMorrow, moderator extraordinaire, and the Wrestle Story, and everybody else, please entertain our new guests if there are any. Jalen's here. So basically, Jalen. And I'll be back in a second. Thank you. I did not mute my screen and my thing, did I? So you just got me waddling around my kitchen. We had me and Anthony when we had the when he went to the bathroom before the having to leave. we were like, well, how do we deal with this? And I was like, do we mute the microphone? Whatever. So yeah, I need to remember to mute my microphone. Otherwise, you just hear me wobbling around, and nobody wants to hear that. But then I never thought anybody would want to hear me or see me talk about wrestling. Yeah, you see, we lost a bunch of people there because I was just like kicking around plugs, panicking. So Jack, I would recommend my chair. So this is a massage chair, man. I'm old. I got back pain. And it's good because I spend like most of my life, certainly in lockdown, working on this chair in front of this computer. So yeah, like it's good. So actually I turn this on. Maybe I'll do it one podcast, but it'll sound a little bit weird because it'll be vibrating. So you'll never know where it's vibrating. But yeah, like, so it vibrates and it proper like it massages your back. It's the coolest thing. I've not used it that much. I've not used it as much as I should have done, really. Yes. Hello, Jalen Gray. I think my wife is great. Yes. I am into this gimmick. A lot. I'll never know where it vibrates. That's what she said. Yes, indeed. It's proper nice, man. I recommend everybody get one. I love a good massage, and it's like I don't have to pay anybody. I can just sit back in my chair. Thank you so much for being here. We last minute had to change the stream to DIY the Kayfabe Kitchen. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Hopefully Anthony's doing all right at the moment. And yeah, we're still on Smackdown. We've just seen Alexa Bliss go crazy. I really like that. I haven't talked about that. The looks, the facial expression. I thought it was weird. I thought it was a weird thing to have Roman Reigns come out, but it makes sense with the Fiend and Roman Reigns tension, maybe. So that's cool. I like that. Fiend channeling through Alexa Bliss. Anyway, okay. So Reigns is out in the ring with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's about to speak. Jey Uso interrupts. Liking Jey Uso in this position, guys. This is big. This is different for the WWE. For the WWE. Jey Uso in the title picture. A little bit of fresh air. I was talking to Becky and Anthony about this in the Night of Champions predictions video we're releasing tomorrow on the channel. It's a breath of fresh air to the title picture, even though he's probably going to get destroyed. Here's a weird thing. The day one-ish thing, like I was explained. I looked for a bunch of videos about it. What does it mean? I know we know what Oos means. You know, we get that. It's a really cool part of the culture. What does day one-ish mean? Does anybody have a better understanding of that than me? So anyway, sorry, promo. I missed that first bit. Sorry, terrible wrestling journalism. The truth is, from Roman Reigns, you wouldn't even know what to do with it, says Roman to Jay. You don't understand the accountability, the responsibility of being on top. So Jay doesn't understand the weight that's on Roman Reigns. From being the face of the company. It's not your fault you're a twin. Ooh, bit harsh. Your entire life you depended on your brother. Roman Reigns saying he's proud because they're the greatest tag team of the generation. Our family depends on me, though. That's what Roman's saying. Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. That's who he is. That's a Paul Heyman phrase. It won't ever be you, says Roman. It ain't you. It won't ever be you. It'll always be me, says Roman Reigns. It's a pretty strong promo. He's not known for his good promos, Roman, but this is good. Uso's standing down. He looks a bit sheepish. Head down. Head down. Roman walks out with the title. Paul Heyman following suit. Is that all we're going to see? Jey Uso with his head down. Oh, he's taking the mic. He says, what if you're wrong? Says Jey Uso. Mr. Wrestling Hands, welcome. Yes, I am still James Ellsworthing the stream. Why can't Jay be the one to provide? You've been number one. You've been on top. This is Jey Uso to Roman. Ooh, which one of you is what people say to Jay, which obviously is quite hurt about. The emotion in this is good. This is an emotional promo, man. I'm liking it. That's a wicked promo. Roman just walking away with his back turned. This is good. Anthony loves this storytelling, and I'm getting more and more into it as we approach Sunday. I'm looking forward to this now. I thought it was a bit of a nothing match, with Roman being so dominant. Are we going to get a spear or something? I'm predicting a spear, maybe. Roman attacking him. Is Roman going to attack him? Is Roman going to spear him? No. Superman punch. I jumped there. It actually caught me off guard. Superman punch to Jay. I knew there was some attacking going on. Roman feeds a whole family with this title. So good promo. Take the payday, take the ass or bum whooping. And then Roman's going to take his place at the head of the table. Liking this, guys. Big fan. Big fan of this right now. Good way to end Smackdown, I think. Smackdowns have been really tight, really good recently. And that's that. I think. Yep. No more surprises here. Roman is looking kind of guilty. He's kind of sad, maybe. I don't know. He's talking to Paul. Paul's reassuring him. Okay, guys. So that was SmackDown. So if you stick around, we're going to do a little rundown. I'll try and make it as quick as possible for you guys. Thank you so much for joining our first stream with me and Anthony. Unfortunately, Anthony had to go urgently, so I popped on the webcam, and we're doing this from the Kayfabe kitchen. DIY, give me a hug, yeah. So yeah, we did the first bit, and then we did the Alexa Bliss, Lacey Evans match, and the main event segment between Roman and Jay on this one. So hopefully you can check those out. And yeah, the rest of the story is going. Thank you so much for joining. Yep. I'm Alexa, says Jack. Nice line in the sand. Yeah, I love that too. Becky's mum. The rest of the story say, oh yeah. Right, cool. So we're going to do a little bit of a rundown real quick. So we had, to start off SmackDown, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn in a triple threat, which to me makes, not a lot of sense, because obviously this is going to be a ladder match for the titles. But there was quite a nice moment where both titles got hoisted up at the beginning, so that was pretty cool. And then they had a pretty decent match, all told. They were given about half an hour. Pretty interesting promos beforehand where they were saying, where both Jeff and AJ Styles were agreeing, saying Sami Zayn was lucky to be in the match, but Zayn was like, well, I was the original Intercontinental Champion. So that was pretty cool. Adam Pearce comes out and makes the triple threat match for tonight. And then, yeah, it was a great match, probably one of my favorites of the night. And yeah, there was no ladder action because I guess it was a standard match. End comes as Hardy prepares to hit a swanton, but Zayn shoved Jeff Hardy off the top, so he went down to the floor. Zayn managed to avoid a phenomenal forearm that took out Jeff Hardy as he came back in. So AJ hits Jeff Hardy with the phenomenal forearm. Sami Zayn throws AJ out and pins Jeff. Yeah, there you go. So that was pretty cool. So my pick initially was Sami Zayn. And I'm still picking Sami Zayn, even though Anthony kind of reminded me that it doesn't really work in WWE law to have a person win the night before a show, the go-home show, and then win at the pay-per-view. But I'm still sticking with Sami Zayn for this one. Pretty decent feud, to be honest, overall. These promos have built stuff. I know Anthony's got a slightly different opinion to me. I think it's built really well. I think it's done really well. It's one of, if not certainly for me, the most exciting match heading into this pay-per-view. I think it'll be a really, really tremendous match. Like I say, a lot of people would say this guarantees they're not winning, but I'm going to stick with it. Obviously, I know we've got some picks from you guys as well. But yeah, really good precursor. If not a little weird to have the same match but without the ladders the time before. We get so yeah, I'll see we got any comments. The Daily Jam Blogs is later on saying bye to Wrestle Story. Thank you so much for staying with us, guys. We've got a couple more people in. If you've not liked or subscribed to the channel, please do. Yes, Jake loved SmackDown. Me too, man. Me too, dude. So yeah, we're going to go back. We have next, we had the role model promo from Bayley. Actually, after The Miz, John Morrison, and Heavy Machinery had an encounter over this whole contract thing. The whole contract thing. Miz is going for his lawyers to get Otis to give up the Money in the Bank, but he's not going to do that. Tucker points out that in this contract to give up the Money in the Bank to the Miz, John Morrison is nowhere to be seen in this contract. So that kind of creates a little bit of moment of tension, which allows Otis to attack the Miz, leading into the aforementioned Bayley promo. She comes out stage with the chair, which has been really cool, having that chair as a consistent prop for Bayley. Says Cross is a fighter heading into this week, but basically she does not appreciate the things that were said by Cross, and also doesn't basically Nikki Cross said she needs Sasha Banks to win. also calling Sasha Banks a crybaby, and promises to slap the smile from Nikki Cross's face. Good promo. Really short, nicely done. Bayley's getting better and better in a heel position. A lot of people like that. I personally never liked Bayley as a face. Obviously, some people do. Obviously, she sold a lot of merchandise, but there's no reason why she can't do that as a heel. Really entertaining stuff. And I think there will be a feud coming from this with Cross and Bliss. But it remains to be seen if Alexa Bliss gets involved with this match on Sunday. It'd be nice for me to see that. Personally, I'd like to see that. So just before we go into Gran Metalik and Shinsuke, which was a cracking match, just see if there's any more comments. Yeah, let's do a like train. Go on. We've got 4 likes on this stream, part 2 of the Smackdown stream. So what I want you guys to do, if there's any more people in, if there's not, don't worry about it. But if there is, I want you to, after the count of 5, hit that like button so we can do a little like train. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like train, like spike. Yeah, do it. Hit that like button. All right. There we go. Becky's mom, Phoenix Breeze, says Bayley can't win without Sasha. I disagree, but I understand your point of view. Agreed. I'm also really looking forward to that triple threat ladder match. Absolutely, Jack. So we are now heading into the Gran Metalik and Shinsuke match. Pretty decent, man. Anthony's got a lot of love for Gran Metalik, and I do see why. Super impressive. I always think that of all of those guys, like I say, Lindsay's great. But Kalisto has the potential to be like a heel Rey Mysterio. And I think, honestly, that might be where they're going with the breakup of the Lucha House Party, which I think needed to happen. Unfortunately, that might mean that like Lindsay goes down to 205 Live, but we'll see. Basically, Shinsuke and Metalik had some really good back and forth. There was some good like Hurricane Ranas, a counter to Shinsuke's exploding suplex, which was really cool. Nice. There was a nice slingshot senton kind of thing, which kind of nearly got Metalik the win. Went for Metalik goes for the moonsault. Nakamura moves. This allowed Nakamura to hit the running knee. Sorry, I'm talking too much. I don't have any tea left, so if I'm coughing, it's not Steve Corino. Basically, so when Metalik misses the moonsault, Nakamura hits a running knee and then goes for the reverse exploder and the Kinshasa for the win. Good, solid match between two of the best competitors right now, in my opinion, in WWE. Kalisto refusing to help Dorado and Metalik at the end when they were attacked by Cesaro. And Shinsuke sort of furthers that. Lucha House Party are going to break up. We're going to see some issues there. I'm excited to see what they do with Lucha House Party after this. I think Kalisto could be a top-level kind of Rey Mysterio style heel. I think that's the most promising thing. Obviously, Cesaro and Nakamura, I think they're going to go on to feud with the other tag teams. There's other tag teams out there, better tag teams. I still can't remember. I've had a mind block. Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak. There you go. I think that would be an incredible dream tag team match for them. I think Cesaro and Nakamura are gonna have a very successful weekend. King Corbin versus Matt Riddle. But before we go into that, I'm gonna just check comments as well, see where we're at. Becky's mom, Phoenix Breeze, says, I think Nikki will win, but in a way that means Bayley keeps the championship, so it leads to Sasha coming back. So like a DQ. Yeah, that could be good. I think maybe Alexa Bliss could cost Nikki Cross or something. That's a good idea. Phoenix Breeze / Becky's mom. I haven't quite worked out what I'm going to call you, but I'll probably end up calling you Phoenix Breeze a bit more. It's probably a bit more respectful than just being like Becky's mom. But yeah, I got it right. I nearly did Stacey's mom again. Anyway, we're nearly there, guys. 3:10 in the morning, baby. All right. So we got Matt Riddle and Baron Corbin. We talked in the stream about Matt Riddle. Whatever people think about Matt, You know, he's a bona fide star. Baron Corbin, one of course, the greatest heels, I think, of the last 10 years. It was a bit of a grudge match. Riddle goes straight after Corbin and gets real riled up. Goes for his sort of signature kicks. Those kicks, every time he hits, I know he's barefoot. Every time he hits a kick, I'm like, oh, it's painful. It sounds like it stings both Riddle and Corbin. Yeah. So the highlight moments of the match: Riddle gets Corbin out of the ring, sends him flying into the announce table. Like initially, Corbin takes control, but there's a break, and then Riddle turns things around. He hits a bunch of signature moves, bunch of knees, gets a close 2 count. Corbin catches Riddle with a deep 6. This is about the time that our first stream ended and Anthony had to go. So we didn't catch the end on the stream, but I saw that there was a deep 6, which got an ear fall. And then there was a springboard counted from Riddle with a stiff right hand from Corbin. The King of Bros manages to avoid the end of days before climbing up for a floating bro, which is the senton move that Riddle does. Corbin gets his knees up and gets a clean win with the end of days, which was a big deal. Like, you know, there's a lot of stock in Riddle right now, and it's great to see that Corbin's having some momentum as a heel. Yeah, it was, you know, it was cool. Thought it was all right. Probably one of the weaker matches, but again, bona fide star power from Riddle. There's a lot of good comments about Riddle's future. Whatever you think about him outside the ring in terms of being a sports entertainer and a performer, just a brilliant, a brilliant star in the making. Of Corbin, of course, just makes you want to hate him, which makes him the best heel WWE have right now. Caleb Braxton interviews Riddle at the end. Said losing sucks, but he's going to keep pushing until SmackDown becomes the bro show. Corbin coming out on top for me was a nice surprise. He hasn't got a lot of big wins recently, but it's a lot of momentum, which is cool. It's good. Okay, so after that we had Alexa Bliss. We had Alexa Bliss and Lacey Evans, which is a big, is a big deal for me. Obviously, I've been really invested in this kind of Fiend stuff. I'll come back to some comments in a minute. We'll go back to we'll come back to those. Yeah, so we'll do the Alexa Bliss and Evans match. So yeah, Alexa comes in straight up Alexa Bliss, normal. Basically, Evans gets control pretty early on, but then when Alexa Bliss comes back, we start to hear the Fiend laughter. Now, as Mr. G said, Wrestle Story said, at least until this point, until later on in this match, we thought the trigger was the phrase "the Fiend," the word "the Fiend." And so the laughter doesn't trigger anything but fear in Alexa Bliss. She's fearful, and that allows Evans to take control, hit some, there was a modified STO, which was cool from Evans. Evans is again a classic female heel, great stuff. Slingshot drop kick to the apron by Evans. Bliss gets a little bit of momentum, but then again the red light comes out. The whole arena is fiendified, so to speak, and we get the red light and the squeaking, this sort of violin type sound, and that triggers Bliss. So I don't know what I liked when there was the consistency of the word that makes sense with manipulation, hypnosis and stuff. The sound I'm not so sure about, but yes, we get Bliss in a trance. She loses it, viciously attacks Evans. The referee was forced to call for a DQ, which was weird because it was literally just stomping on the apron, which I've seen 100 times. You've seen 100 times. So the DQ happens. Bliss takes Evans outside, hits her sister Abigail. Like I say, a really good performance from Evans. One of the best performances I've seen from her for quite a while. Like I say, the whole match kind of had this undertone of Bliss and Wyatt. And this was interesting to see Wyatt come in and actually see the Fiend on the screen. So we do see him looking at her, sort of looking, admiring his handiwork, which was interesting. It was cool to see Bliss as she goes up the entrance smiling. Her eyes in this were fiendish, and I don't mean that in a pun intended, looks evil. I think she's really relishing this kind of role, this performance that she's having to do for the Wyatt Fiend kind of manipulation control thing. She goes up the ramp, and one of the most interesting moments about this is she stays there for a good minute, just turned as Reigns comes past. Reigns obviously took the title. And Bliss turns and is looking like she's channeling the Fiend, and that was the best moment for me. That was like some seriously psychological stuff. Really interesting way of doing it there. So yeah, it was cool. Maybe Bliss is the key to Wyatt regaining the title or getting back in the title picture. So we'll do some comments before we finish. We are nearly there, guys. So Jake says Riddle is so underused. Jack says Dom is the true fountains of Wayne, man. Yeah, unfortunately, over COVID, over lockdown, one of the fountains of Wayne members has passed away through COVID. I thought they were a great sort of pop punk indie rock band. I love people obviously know them for that tune, but they actually had some bangers. A lot of respect for the Fountains of Wayne. Phoenix Bree says, I don't like either one of them. Are you talking about Corbin and Riddle? I'm assuming. I can understand that. Phoenix Bree says, I think the Bliss match was the best. Yeah, man. Well, I like the psychology. I like the intrigue. I think this is some of WWE's best storytelling yet. Always confuse Lacey Evans with the posh one, Liberty Bell in Glow. I can't remember who plays Liberty Bell. Is that is it Kate Nash from the UK who does Liberty Bell? Really good cast. Really good cast in Glow. So yeah, we finish off with so this was just as we transitioned to the second the second sort of stream, our second stream back to the Kayfabe Kitchen DIY. Jey Uso comes to the ring. I'm gonna sort of wind back. So Jey Uso came to the ring halfway through the stream, through the show, sort of asking to talk to Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says Roman Reigns will talk to you when he's ready, and that will happen tonight. So Reigns comes out at the end of the show. Jey Uso interrupts him. Reigns says, as I rightly or wrongly basically spoke that promo verbatim to you guys, he says, I've been carrying the family while you didn't have to. I put food on everybody's plates and you don't have to have that pressure. That's Roman Reigns. This is not Paul Heyman, interestingly enough. Roman Reigns put on a solid promo here. One of the best ones I've seen him do as a heel. Well, certainly any way, but as a heel, particularly really cool. Jay was asking why he looked at him like an enemy, and Roman just says, you're not ready to carry. You are my enemy. You're not ready to carry this responsibility. Really, really well done from Reigns. Reigns looks him dead in the eye and says all this stuff. Uso looked kind of downtrodden. He's got another good bit of acting, actually. Head down, hands clasped, doesn't know what to say. Look kind of like a scared school child. Reigns walks away from the ring, and Uso still got his head down, and basically says, well, what if you're wrong? What if I can carry the family? What if I can afford to, what if I can make this happen? And Reigns just carries on walking. He looks angry. You can see his face. He looks angry at Jay, walks out. Jay, super hyped up, super energized, walks to the end of the ramp, gets a Superman punch, and Reigns basically says he will never take the title from him. Like I say, this is a feud that really feels, they didn't have Big E. And Jay was kind of put in there, and it's been really interesting. The family dynamic here, because they had the sort of promos over Smackdown of Rikishi talking and the head shrinker guys talking, the Onoa family basically talking, either Jay up with Rikishi, or is it Seeker, I think, from Roman Reigns, and it was really cool. Like I say, this attack was sort of an icing on the cake to make things a little bit more personal between the two. We finally saw Roman Reigns act aggressively towards Jay. Promos were great, but the Superman punch was like really an exclamation point on the whole thing heading into Sunday. Reigns as a heel, as you know, like I said, we never thought this was coming. It's been an absolute joy to watch, really, and seeing Jay, you know, rise to the occasion, so to speak, with his promo work has been fantastic, and I love this. This was probably my favorite segment of the whole thing. I think if I was going to do a performer of the night, I'd say Alexa Bliss. For theatrics, I would say I'd give the whole card, because I've forgotten to do this at the end of my sort of solo streams. I would say, you know, it's a good 3 out of 5. I would say it was that good for me. We're not normally that friendly, I guess, to stuff, WB stuff these days. But yeah, that was good. It was a solid 3 out of 5 for SmackDown. Really looking forward, really hyped up, and I wasn't when we started this stream. We're really hyped up for Sunday now. So we'll see the return of Anthony on Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys there. Thank you guys for sticking with me tonight. I'm just going to go back over the comments, see what I've missed. Zandel says, "Hey, Dom, nice to see you, man. Just before we finish, thank you so much for joining. Hope you can join us on Sunday. Thank you so much for being here for this review. And thank you for being here for the first part of the review with me and Anthony. And yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Like I say, kind of out of nowhere, a little bit thinking on the fly tonight. So really appreciate the Hulomaniacs, as I have dubbed you, as we have dubbed you. You know, it's amazing. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, /GimmeAHull. You can buy some merchandise from Redbubble. We've got new Hulomaniacs t-shirts if you like. You can support us on Patreon. We don't really put the Patreon anymore. Patreon.com/GimmeAHull. So what I do at the end, for the people that are new, I count down from 5 like a claymore. So you know how Drew does, I think he does a 3, 2, 1 count, and he goes 3, 2, 1 claymore and then hits it. I do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and then shout "GimmeAHull." If you're in the UK, please do whisper it, because you'll probably wake some people up. Or Europe, if you're in the US, feel free to shout it out loud. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Dom. For Anthony, good night. See you Sunday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah!